Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, man. Come back. Come back. Give me the paper again. Count one will be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios.
Then gave him the finger.
Come back again. Did you say? Did you say that?
Yes, sir. I did.
Oh, you did say that?
I'm not
I
gonna
find you in
lie.
direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
I mean, yeah, like, listen, there is part of me that's conflicted about this, to be perfectly honest, because, you know, it should be based on the crime, but at the same time, your attitude always lends into those things. Your attitude always lends in, even if it was like a jury, you know? That's why some people don't want to take the stand themselves.
And I don't know who he is, but whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member. I mean, the entire time that Mr. Zucker's sister was speaking, that clown, and that's what I'm going to call him, a clown, was sitting there smiling and laughing. And you can go too, because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail.
I've actually seen this one like just on my own personal time on YouTube, and it's like she was like laughing while somebody delivered like a victim impact statement or something.
So leave. Anybody that can sit there and laugh and smirk when somebody, take her, she's going in the back. She's going in the back. Anybody else want to go? You can go too.
Imagine, yeah, go to, I think she probably only went to jail for like a day, but still, go, sit in there and think about what you did. It's like when you're a kid and you gotta like put your nose in the corner. I'm like, go sit in that cell and think about what you did, okay? Maybe reflect, because that's so inappropriate.
I need to learn to behave myself.
Or Judge Mathis, let's go.
She used to be your girlfriend.
She was never my girlfriend.
I was his girlfriend.
You
when the
wasn't
lights
never
went
my
out.
girlfriend.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All my kids,
you
she
said
wasn't my girlfriend.
When the lights went out, when he didn't see me, I was.
You had relations with her 3 times.
Oh my gosh. It is just insane in this courtroom.
Girlfriend 3 times, that's for sure.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Your girlfriend, you love her. You're in love.
Love him too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Never stop.
I ain't gonna lie. I
She
love
say
her.
she love you and ain't never stop.
I love her and I ain't gonna never
And you
stop.
in love.
Nah.
You do. You're in love.
Wow, Judge Mathis, he's been going off. Like, I remember being homesick from school and watching Judge Mathis. It was Judge Judy, and then I think Judge Mathis was on after. And I don't remember it being like this, but hey, this is top-notch entertainment.
Got you on video. That's fine. Your Honor, I had no intention on skipping out on the lease.
Just a second. Whether you did or not, she was whole. It's my house. She doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand that. She's not getting 1 cent from you, not a penny. And if the hole has to be fixed, let her fix it. She's got to learn to control that temper. She had no right. You understand that.
And that's the truth. We stand Judge Judy over here on Top 10 Central.
It would be like Mr. Schlesinger, if you paid your $2,000 rent on October 1st, on October 28th, Mr. Schlesinger came and busted in through your front door. You said, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I paid my rent through the end of this month. You have no right to bust in the front door of my house. This belongs to me until the end of the month.
But like, yeah, oh my god, man, landlords are crazy. Landlords are crazy. Especially living in like a city like Toronto. Holy smokes, they're wild. They want you to bend over backwards for them, and then they want to do nothing for you. It's just wild.
This is my wonderful husband. I got the ticket. He was driving my car. I'm not guilty. He is.
So you came here today to tell me he's guilty.
I'm not guilty. The ticket's in my name.
No,
I'm
know.
not guilty.
No, I understand that. I said, you came here today to tell me he's guilty. So the first thing you did was throw him under the bus.
I'm not throwing myself under.
I've seen so many clips of this judge, and I love him. He's just so nice. He's so kind. He makes so much sense. I don't know, I just really appreciate him. Every time I see his clips, you know, I just get that good, warm, fuzzy feeling. Judge Caprio, I think his name is. Yeah. If you're bored, you should definitely watch more clips of him. He's great. Just some feel-good moments in there, in his courtroom. He's funny.
Both parents are fit and proper persons to have custody of the minor child. I'm awarding joint custody.
Just take me now. I can't do this. This is a disgrace. What you guys are doing, you need to neglect your son.
I mean, I don't know any of the intricacies, so I can't comment on anything, because maybe she's right. Who knows? I mean, I don't think you should just get up and yell at the judge. It usually doesn't work out well. But, you know, when you're talking about your kid, assuming that's the joint custody.
It's $40. See the clerk. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Get back over there. You got a bad attitude. Don't give me an attitude.
Oh my
But the last thing in the world I need.
I've never seen Judge Caprio be a little, you know, salty, for lack of a better term.
But the last thing in the world I need is an attitude. Okay? First of all, listen to me. First of all, I helped you out. Okay? You had two $30 tickets. The original tickets were $30 each, right? I reduced them to $20 each and charged you $40 instead of $150. And then you give me an attitude on the way out.
He was like, hey, don't give me, I mean, I agree. I do agree. If she came in there with $150 and he changed it to $40, I do agree that no attitude. But I also understand, you know, people are stressed out. They got a lot of stuff on their shoulders. Maybe $40 is still a lot of money, you know? So I do get it a little bit, but I do also think that a thank you would have worked well.
What?
Can I just say he admitted to us that he was intoxicated?
I don't care if he's intoxicated or not. What were you cursing at him for? What were you cursing at him for? Your best friend tells me you were cursing at him from the car. Were you intoxicated?
We were being dumb, and then he confronts two tiny women in front of the house while and it wasn't 3, it was like 5 or 6 of his friends.
Were you cursing at 5 or 6 of his friends for, you idiot?
Because they're losers.
Do you get it? Do you get it? They're manipulative. She's a problem. Your daughter.
Yikes. I want to know more. I need to go home and watch some Judge Judy today. I need to know what's going on in these. Again, like, why does everybody give the judge attitude? I guess you kind of have to on like these shows like Judge Judy and Joe Brown and stuff, because, you know, it's a TV show and I think that's why people go on there. It's like the Maury of courtrooms.
I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way, and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with a child. And you have no compassion for not just him.
I mean, makes sense when she says it like that. Makes sense. I mean, that's so true. That is so true. I don't know, again, I don't know what the rest of the situation is like, but makes sense when you say it like that.
All the pictures. Just a second. Hand down. I don't have a counterclaim, sir.
Well, what is a counterclaim?
We just wanted her out. We didn't want nothing to do with her.
We don't ever see her again.
We just wanted her out,
please.
Can I just ask for 5 minutes?
Put her out.
2 minutes.
Put her out.
Want to say?
Put her out.
Explain her
Put
story
her out.
for 2 minutes because I feel like you're
Out.
manipulating.
Out.
You're manipulating
Out.
the situation
Out.
with your questions.
Out.
Come this way.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know, it just seems like if you really want to win your case, there are better ways to do it. And now you don't get to say anything. You gotta listen to the judge in the courtroom. It's their courtroom. It's just, you have to. You gotta play by their rules. And Judge Judy does not mess around. We know that.
What do you mean? Urine, Judge. You wouldn't tell Porky Pies to Judge Rinder, would you?
No, Judge.
Did you pee on Kieran's drum kit?
Yes, but it was for a very good reason.
What was the extremely good reason that you decided... What was the official language you used, sir?
Scottish.
No.
whole case already, just like the small clip we got to watch, looks absolutely bonkers. So I can't even imagine. That's so funny. What in the world is going on? That's hilarious. Oops, he just misunderstood.
Made one payment of $100, and you sold the horse to her for $1,500, which means she owes you $1,400.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. Judgment's on the counterclaim for $1,400. We're done. Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Okay. That's so funny. What the hell? Can I watch that one again, Chris? Even I, like, listen, I don't owe anybody $1,400, and even I'm sitting here like, what in the world? Everyone was shocked. Even, especially the people who showed up because they wanted to watch Judge Judy that day. They just got to watch 30 seconds of her. That's cravy.
Wait, you want to watch this again?
Nah, it's cool. I did, but now I'm over it. I worked it out.
Sorry, sir. False alarm.
Oh, that's so funny. I love Judge Judy. Man, when I was a kid and I was sick, like in elementary school and stuff, and I was staying home sick, that's all I did was just watch Judge Judy and Judge Mathis all day, because that's what's on TV.
And Joe Brown.
And Joe Brown! Oh my God, how did I forget Judge Joe Brown?
Mo is gone.
Everything, yeah. I used to cook for him.
Cook?
Yeah.
That I ought to consider them living in indentured servitude because they cleaned, mowed and cooked for their husband or their partner. That would make almost every wife in this country a slave. Do you understand?
That's right, yeah, I do understand.
Let me tell you something. People who are slaves live in appalling circumstances, do hours of unpaid work, under threat of duress if they leave, you left. Your request to me to grant you £2,000 for having lived as a slave.
Well,
would you like to withdraw it?
Yes.
Splendid.
I feel like he really left her no choice there. But like, seriously, I mean, you can't just say those kinds of things and think that it's just okay. Like, listen, I don't think that you, like, clearly things weren't good in your marriage, but like, you don't have to sue them, first of all. Second of all, we can use different language and different terms. You know, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. I'm sure there's a third of all somewhere in there, but can't think of it right now.
A driver's license, and your mother didn't take the car back
She
from
hasn't
you.
had the car in her possession for 2 years because I was going through a divorce and her stepfather had the car until a week before.
Dang. Dang, everyone's upset.
And then, just a second, and then you gave it to her? Just a second. Then you gave it to her? Despite the fact that 2 years went by, she didn't get a driver's license?
I had been teaching her.
Great. Perfect. You paid the ticket. That's all. Out.
Are you kidding me?
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I like that people make it like the most confusing story. They're like, it was 2 years and I was doing this and he was doing this and then her dad had this. Like, it's so crazy. And then to find out that it's all over just a parking ticket, I'm like, how is there that long of a backstory behind a parking ticket? I don't understand. That's crazy. Man, well, Judge Judy solved that case real fast. Oh, we got new Judge Judy here. She's Justice Judy now.
My English is very bad, I'm sorry.
Just relax. Is there anything you want to tell me about this?
Looking for Bill's Pizza and for driver.
All right, so Mr. Rees, you will drive a pizza delivery.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You have to deliver pizza, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you want it to be hot when you get it there, right? Nice and warm.
Yeah.
So you rush, you drive fast.
Not too much.
Sometimes.
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 Depending.
You're supposed to say, I never speed. That's what you're supposed to say. Let's try again. Rees, you are a pizza delivery man, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure the pizza is hot.
Yeah.
When you deliver it.
Exactly.
So you drive fast to get there, right?
Right.
Oh, dang. He's trying to help. That's so funny. I have a good feeling that he probably still helped him out because, you know, he does stuff like that. And people like who are working hard sometimes deserve a break. You know what I mean? So we all sometimes speed a little bit, and although we shouldn't, you know, sometimes we do. And that doesn't mean that you deserve a ticket you can't pay. You know what I mean? And that, you know, it takes a lot to go to court to fight a speeding ticket. So normally people aren't doing that just for the fun of it. You know what I mean?
There's no way I'm going to try this case. I have any further proceedings, or I have to see you for one further step. Seth, we'll be here next week.
Watch
His
again
lawyer's face.
as Webb literally spit on the judge. But this incident is far from the last time Bass Webb will spit in the face of the law.
Oh, wow, that really cut off on a cliffhanger. His lawyer's face, though, he just turned and he's like, how am I? Help me help you, man. Please, please help me help you. That's crazy. And that's like, that's a whole separate charge now.
Bird's life. Out. Did you hear what I said? You know who I'm looking at. You got my eyes? Blue, black, out. Out.
His face.
Yeah. It would be you. Out. Just go. Say nothing. Thank you.
He really was shocked that he was getting kicked out, but listen, you gotta be quiet in Judge Judy's courtroom. That's just the way it goes, okay? She doesn't tolerate loud laughing. But that is truly a disturbance, so I do understand. But he really was shocked that that was the answer.
Let your wife speak, sir.
His wife?
He's been attacked.
His wife?
Okay.
Can I tell you something?
You're his wife?
No, he's
Well, the real wife, please stand back.
She's married now. Why was he married? He is technically married.
She is.
He is technically married to another woman.
Also, this definitely had to be during the Panamaroni, because like they had all of those like boards up and stuff.
He is technically married to another guy.
Hey, you know what you're talking about.
You don't know anything.
You
You
don't
say
know.
you're his wife. You're technically married to somebody else.
all she does is stop people.
He's
That's
about
it.
that. And kids. And you know what? He has 10 kids.
Yeah, okay,
10
okay.
kids. I looked it up.
What's that have to do
Look
about
it
this?
Oh my gosh, this is more like Maury than it is Judge Mathis. Man, the devil works hard, but Judge Mathis works harder. They were not shutting down production for no panorama.
My wallet.
What was in your wallet?
It was $50.
Okay.
I had to replace all my IDs. I had gift cards in there, my earpiece, and a calculator.
I don't have an earpiece in it now.
I remember this one. Just sold himself out.
Judgment for the plaintiff for the amount of $500. That's what I think it's
Yay.
worth, madam. Goodbye.
His buddy was probably so pissed at him. Like, why did you have to say that? You should just, whatever. Yikes, bad news bears. Oh man, that sucks.
I feel kind of bad now that what I've done to him. I wasn't aware that it was his cousin. He never told me it was his cousin, so I was not sure.
Dang, wait, what?
Of whom the woman
Well, he
was.
had no idea what you were talking about. You were accusing him of cheating with somebody. Who the heck was he supposed to say I'm cheating with when he wasn't cheating? Because he was actually telling the truth.
I'm really shocked that it was his cousin. He never told me that she was in town, and I just...
So she just accused him of cheating, but he was really just hanging out with his cousin who came into town?
My wife is brutal.
That's insane. Imagine. Oh man, I don't like cheaters, and I think that people are shady. Okay, so sometimes you gotta be on alert, but at the same time, you really have to gather all the evidence before you accuse people of stuff. You can't just be paranoid. You gotta have some real factual evidence. Also, if you're with somebody and then you're like, are you cheating on me? And then they say no and you don't believe them, I feel like there's an underlying issue going on there.
You know, if I had a rock, I would throw it at you right now. You know, Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No, you know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right.
I don't think a judge can act like that.
I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand and represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat your ass.
While there are no witnesses to the initial
Oh my
conflict,
gosh.
the mic picks up some of the altercation.
I don't know, like, I don't know if the lawyer was like being bad or anything, but like, I don't think that you can act like that as a judge. The guy who's like just trying to like, you know, be found innocent, he's just standing there. He's like, well, it's not looking good for me, man. You'd be so devastated. You'd be like, any other lawyer, please. That's so, I was gonna say that's so funny. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully that man's okay.
Did you say something? Sorry, can I have a tissue? I'm allergic.
Oh, John. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
Off you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is clearly like the British Judge Judy.
Bye.
No, out you go. Really? I've been called a lot worse by a lot better than you.
comma.
What a chump.
I don't understand why, of all the people to be rude to, why on earth? Why on earth? Don't know why it's gonna be the judge. Just seems like a bad decision, personally. I don't know.
Well, I actually did have my Armani shirt and he borrowed it. Never got it back.
Just pause for a second. Just because you put something in air quotes, it doesn't help. Do you understand?
Well, it helps me.
He borrowed it. Did he actually borrow it from you?
He borrowed it from me, yeah.
Okay, I know that his name is Judge Rinder, but I'm gonna keep calling him Judge Rinder because there's some people who it pisses off, and I think that that's really funny.
And it
right,
came
so
back
just
with a
pause for a second whilst we have a small discussion there, Mason. So why did you say he borrowed it? How does that help?
Well, because I'm just exaggerating my words, Rinder.
You think that that's acceptable for you to talk to me like that?
Well, you could speak to me like that, so I guess so.
Now, Mason, this is my courtroom, and that's your first and second strike.
Do I think that him going borrowed is a big deal? Not really. I do think it's important to clarify that he did really borrow it. I mean, he didn't steal it from you. But at the same time, you know, whatever. Judge Rinder. Somebody's getting ready to leave a comment. I love it.
It is axiomatic that counsel show at least respect for what the court is doing. And what you just did shows a lack of respect for what the court is trying to do here, which is create an environment which is fair to all parties. I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that.
Very serious. It's a very different energy in the room.
I would suggest that you take a moment to think about that. I'm going to step off the bench because I found that I have tolerated a number of things in the courtroom, including, flip charts, writing in the middle of, the jury gets distracted when you were doing the flip charts here, jumping up and moving the boards. I would suggest that you temper some of that very quickly.
Dang, I have so many questions. What's going on here? This is serious. It's crazy going from TV court and those sorts of things, all this dramatized version of court to a very real news courtroom. You know what I mean? Everyone is quiet. They don't want to be thrown in jail for contempt of court. We've seen that, that's for sure.
You're an idiot and a scammer. I don't believe a word of
dang.
what you just said. So stupid. I know who you are. I established who you were before we even started this. You are an example of why people should have to take tests before they're allowed to have children. Something wrong with you. That's my judgment. Goodbye.
Dang, imagine if Judge Judy was the judge in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. Imagine. Oh my gosh, it would have been even more of a circus than it already was. The judge in the trial, Penny? I don't know her last name. How disrespectful am I? I just know her, I think her name was Penny. Could be entirely wrong about that though. She was calm, cool, collected, and she had to be. Judge Judy wouldn't have put up with the antics, you know? I don't know, this probably had something to do with the panorama. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems like it. This seems like new Judge Judy. You know, she's got a different robe on, her hair is different. I feel like the courtroom is different. Does Judge Judy have a different show now? Or did they just update it? I've got some Judge Judy questions going on here.
Did you tell the plaintiff that we put the puppy on a bar stool, she slipped off, I think she broke her paw. Her paw looks funny. Did you tell her that?
We told her that the dog was...
Hope the paw's okay.
No.
Energy.
That's a lie.
I had set up an appointment at my vet.
I don't care about that.
And
you have to understand, I don't care about your vet.
Sorry.
And emotional distress. I am the only one who's in emotional distress doing this case. Don't argue.
Everything.
Just don't, please do me a favor, don't argue with me.
Oh man, I gotta watch some Justice Judy. You guys told me all about the new show. She's got a new bailiff, she's got a new legal expert. I think that's who that blonde lady is beside her. So she's got her new robe on. She's looking fresh to death. So maybe I gotta get in on some Justice Judy. It's looking good. It's looking like the tea is hot over there.